What's up, 10 Skill Squad? Today we are finally going to be upgrading and modifying my Traxxas TRX4M. A little while ago, we took a look at this thing in its stock formation. We went out and ran it, and I was really impressed with the stock performance of this thing. The way it drives is just so smooth and precise. And now we're finally starting to see some upgrades for it. And that's what we're gonna do today. Then we're gonna go out and run it and see if it actually improves it, or if you should save your hard-earned money, because Traxxas stuff is expensive. I mean, freaking $60? $60 for 2 drive shafts. I mean, it just seems crazy. $40 for steel links. You can get aluminum links, like anodized aluminum links that are all fancy colored. These are just steel, because $40 for links, come on. Wheels and tires, on the other hand, I went with a little bit of a budget spec option. These are from Endura. I've used these in the past. They perform really well. The compound is super sticky, icky. And I like the way that these wheels look with just like the steel wheel. Although, you know, hashtag black wheels matter. I think these wheels might look a little bit more appropriate for this thing. So these are actual beadlock wheels. I've put these together a bunch of times in the past. Lots of screws. It can be a little tedious, but the end result is definitely worth it. So that's enough talking about it. Let's actually do it. Let's rip this thing apart and get to wrenching. Come on, body. There we go. Yeah. I know that there are some videos out there of people upgrading these things already, at least wheels and tires, and I don't know if they were able to get wheel weights to fit, but we're certainly going to give it a shot. I'm just going to assume that they won't, just because, you know, Traxxas. But I haven't seen a whole lot of people doing the drive shafts and links, and in my opinion, wheel weights and links are like the best bang for buck upgrades that you can get. And if I was a wise man, I would have got the bearing kit too, but I am not a wise man. Nope, they sure won't. Same issue as the FMS. The axle is too thick. On an SCX24, the spindle on the axle is a lot thinner. And it feels like the biggest shortcoming with the TRX4M were the wheels and tires. And Traxxas makes their own wheels and tires for this thing that you can buy right from them. I wanted to do some like baller spec stuff and some budget spec stuff as well. And so far, the budget spec wheels and tires, like from Endura, they have come through really clutch. Alright, so these Traxxas parts, of course, do not come with any instructions. But really, we're just replacing like for like here, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So we're just gonna go one piece at a time, as Johnny Cash would say. And there is our first link out. Look how flexible these are. See what I mean? And the ball joints are all plastic as well, whereas these, yeah, you're not bending that. And it has metal ball joint doodles as well. Huge improvement. And really, that's it. I mean, just one at a time, all the way around, and we should be in business. All right, we are back together, and the links, the drive shafts, even just, you know, not even driving it, just feeling it, working the suspension, it feels much more solid. So I think that's going to be a big improvement, and I am super excited to see it with the new wheels and tires, and this should transform not only the look, but the performance of this thing as well. And look at that, a non-Traxxas genuine part fits on here, no problem. No problem. Oh, let's throw the battery in it. No on and off switch on this thing. The on-off switch is the battery plugged in, or is it not plugged in?
I thought I found one.
It even says on here, battery plug in equals power on, unplug equals power off.
My bad.
Yeah, kind of a dumb way of doing it.
I might be thinking of something else then.
Oh, and I didn't remember to turn on the transmitter first, so now I have to unplug it and plug it back in. Are we good? Happy now? Yes. So on flat ground it doesn't rub, but it's close. So we'll have to see We'll have to see what it's like out there when we get it outside and play with it. Are we gonna have to jack up the suspension or do something there? There's only one way to find out. Let's go out and run. Oh, drag brake. Apparently there's not one. Nice. All right, let's see if we can make it through the rock crawler bouncer section. This is definitely not designed for an 18th scale truck, but you know, let's see what we can do here. And I'm doing it one-handed, you know. Not trying to brag, but I'm basically a driving god. With the trailer, the stones, which used to be a pretty big problem, now it's coping with it not bad at all. Now, can we get it up through here? These leaves are pretty deep for this little guy. There we go. Come on. Now, I'm probably gonna have to go this way because I'm not going to be able to get up there, I don't think. Come on. Oh no, don't tell me I'm stuck already. Come on, power through. Yeah, those leaves might be just a little bit too deep, but can I make it up on this rock? Get some traction maybe? At least get up out of the leaves? The trailer is jackknifed as well, so I am in a pretty bad way here. Oh yeah, see what I mean about things just getting caught up in the chassis and body? It's just getting full. That's most of it out. Let's try it without the trailer. It does handle a little different, a little better without the weight of that trailer on it, even though the trailer in the grand scheme of things doesn't really weigh that much. Yes, come on. Come on, get up there. Oh! All right, let's see if we can get through another section of the course here. We'll just take our time, kind of go slow a little bit. Oh, rear bumper is dragging. That departure angle isn't the greatest. There we go. Kind of up and over. Keep it on all fours, flexing, rubbing against the body with those new giant wheels and tires. Stuck in the leaves, but we power through. And there are more leaves getting bunched up in the thing there. But we're out. Yeah. So these tires aren't the greatest for rocks, but where they really shine is stuff like this, like dirt and mud, even soft dirt. It's just way, way, way better. Huge improvement over the stock tires. And I remember these have foam in them as well, so it really helps to mold around obstacles. And for stuff like this, where I used to get tire spin and not a whole lot of traction, now it's just super effortless. This is a pretty hard obstacle. This log just goes straight up. It's not super wide in most parts, so a lot of side hill action, pretty steep ascents, and you know, of course, none of it is straight and level. So a really good test of not only your driving skills, but the capability of your vehicle as well. Just the overall smoothness of the way the TRX4M drives is a huge advantage here. The power delivery is really smooth. The servo is really smooth. You can do really precise driving with this, which is what you need to be able to conquer this obstacle right here. Oh my gosh, can you guys see just how steep this is? Like, it's not a little obstacle. Oh, come on. Oh, we're starting to slide a little bit. Those rear tires are just still full of mud. Yeah. Climb, baby, climb. All right, this is the furthest I've ever made it up here. Yes. Yes. Nice. All the way to the top. That's actually the first time I've ever done that. definitely think the wheels and tires worth it. Those are pretty budget spec, and there's all kinds of different tires that you can get that'll fit on those wheels. So if you're looking to do like mudding, trailing, rock crawling, or just something that looks a little bit more scale, I mean, there's plenty of options out there for you. The Lynx, absolutely, for sure. Aside from like wheel weights and wheels and tires, Lynx is definitely a great bang for buck upgrade. They are really simple and easy to install, and just the overall gain and performance and just the way the chassis stays planted, I think, is worth it. Drive shafts, I mean, we definitely have more grip, and the truck weighs a little bit more now, but $60 for drive shafts, I don't know. Maybe if you added like a bunch more power and you were that worried about the drivetrain, maybe, yeah, then I could see it. But we still have the stock gearbox, so all we're doing is just moving the point of failure away from the drive shafts and into like a gearbox, which is going to be also expensive to change and more of a pain in the butt to replace. So let me know what you think down below. What are your favorite upgrades for this thing? I would love to get a set of wheel weights, and it would be cool to be able to add a little bit more wheel speed, a little bit more power, a couple more ponies in the stable, if you know what I mean. So I definitely want to pick up a light kit for it as well. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. I'm glad you found it. I like to do RC shenanigans like this all the time. I've got some wicked stuff coming up. You're going to want to stick around. All right, guys, until next time. Chopping axials out here, chopping them.